Hey there, everybody. Good morning to you, and welcome to my new video series for 2023. I'm calling this series As I See It. Well, what I'm going to be doing with this series is um, it'll vary a little bit, just general life observations and some life lessons I've picked up along the way. And I might throw in a rant or two about the way the world is. So, jump right in with the first one here. I want to talk to you a little bit about the following statement. We train people how to treat us. This is a very important life lesson because this is something that we learn from when we're little and we take it with us through the rest of our lives. And I think some people aren't aware of the particulars of this. So I want to talk about it. We train people how to treat us. So I hear a lot of complaints from people, and I've even voiced some myself about unfair treatment here or there, whether it be at your job or your relationship or with your family, whatever. And people sometimes are incredulous as to why they're being treated as they are. What they don't realize is you have a lot more power than you think to affect the way people treat you. So let's talk about being a kid. Let's talk about being a little kid again. When we're small, we know what our parameters are with our parents based on the enforcement of the rules of the house or if we're punished or not when we misbehave. So our parents, by that enforcement or lack thereof, are actually teaching us a life lesson. So let's say little Johnny misbehaves and he makes a mess and he doesn't clean it up. And mom has previously told him if that happens again, you're going to get grounded. And then mom doesn't follow through with the grounding. What message is being sent to little Johnny? I don't know how many kids are named Little Johnny anymore, but I'm showing my age. The message being sent is he can get away with that and not be punished. Mom has not been consistent, or dad, or whoever, with the threatened punishment. I mean, you see this all the time. If you walk into a Walmart or a Target and you'll see parents going, Johnny, come over here. Come over here right now, or we're going to leave, or I'm going to take away your tablet, or whatever is the trendy thing to punish kids with today. And then the kid doesn't come, and the mom just keeps, come over here now. Get. And you hear that for 10 minutes and nothing happens. So this kid's being sent a message that he could basically get away with this, and there'll be no consequences. And this is a life lesson this kid's going to take with him throughout the rest of his dealings with those parents. And that could be potentially dangerous when that kid reaches teenagehood. I don't know if that's even a word, teenagehood. But, if you threaten and you're not consistent with discipline with your children, they're not going to learn discipline. I mean, that's pretty common sense stuff. But let's talk about adult life a little bit too. So let's say, for example, your significant other, your spouse, whoever, has been cheating on you or beating on you or doing something else that's really bad behavior. If you threaten to leave, or worse yet, do nothing, the message being sent is they can get away with that and they're going to keep up with that behavior. I mean, it's human nature. We push the envelope. If we know we can get away with something, we're going to continue to do it. So the message that in the example I gave with the cheating or the abuse or whatever, if you don't stand up and say this is not acceptable, you're not allowed to treat me that way. The message you're sending to the abuser or the cheater or whoever it is that you're going to put up with that, basically giving them a free pass to do it again. Talk about work a little bit. So let's say your boss is overworking you. Let's say you feel the workload is unfair, or you're asked to work hours that are too long, or you're being treated worse than a fellow employee. If you don't say anything, you're telling that boss, I'm okay with this. That's the unspoken message there. I'm okay with this. You can continue to do that. And guess what? They're going to continue to do it. Now, I'm not saying you go cuss out your boss or you say no to an assignment, but like there are tactful ways to show that, like, you can't treat me that way. That's not fair. I'm not okay with that. Because if you don't do it, again, that's going to continue. So we looked at three separate sections of life. We looked at disciplining children or even being children, however you want to fit your role into that. Parenting, we looked at relationships, and we looked at work. Those are pretty much the big three here. So again, I'm going to keep this brief. I'm going to try to not be so wordy this year with this new series. Again, the whole point of this is be aware of what message you're sending, because you are telling people through your overt actions or your lack thereof actions that you're telling people what you'll put up with and what you won't. So when we think we have little control over a situation, just be aware we have a lot more control than we think we do. That's the world as I see it today. So everybody have a great day. Enjoy the playoffs today. Go Miami. Hoping for a miracle. I'll see everybody soon. Take it easy. Be well and be kind to each other. Okay. Take it easy. Peace.